What's up, guys? My name is Dante, and I am actually a felon. Yeah, I'm a felon, and it is what it is. Felons, we get a lot of hate in the world, and sometimes it's hard for us to find a job. I mean, unless you're running for president. So if you're running for president, you can be a felon. But also, if you want to be a DoorDasher and you have a bad background, go ahead and apply because apparently, if your boy can do it, a lot of other people can do it too. And my charge isn't that great. I'll go ahead and tell you what my charge is and all that in this video and why you should DoorDash, especially if you're a felon. Yeah, so as I stated earlier, my name is Dante. I did 10 years in prison. And when you come home from prison, it's really hard to try to find like a good job. Most of the jobs that you want to be able to find so you can retire, be able to build a 401k, is going to be hard to get because you have that felon on your background, and a lot of people don't like hiring felons. I mean, let's just be honest. It is what it is. And I don't want to make that excuse to say that you can't go find a job because trust me, when I came home from prison, I got me a job within like days and I was hustling and I became a manager. And I mean, so there's really no excuse, but there's certain jobs that we just can't get. Like if you wanted to be a postal worker, you probably can't be a postal worker. I mean, let's just be honest. But for the people who are out there looking for a job and you have a car, obviously you're going to need a vehicle, a reliable car to get you from A to B. This is probably a job that I would consider that you're looking into because last week alone, I made $1,200 just DoorDashing, no other app. All I used was DoorDash. And you can do it at your own pace. I always like to find jobs that we can do at our own pace. We don't have nobody over our heads yelling at us or doing nothing like that. And you can literally do what you want to do as you're door dashing. Obviously, you want to follow all traffic guidelines. That's kind of common sense, but you literally can work when you want to work, create your own schedules. And if you do it long enough, or if you actually get out there and hustle quick enough, you could be a top earning dasher in like literally days. I mean, I did it in like 4 days. So anybody can really do it. So being a felon is definitely 1,000% okay to do a DoorDash. My charge personally is armed robbery. I have an armed robbery charge and they approved me. Now, what I will say, keep in mind is if you do have a charge and it happened like last year, you probably will get denied or something like that. So just have that in consideration. So if you have like a serious charge and it happened like in the last 3 years, you probably will get denied. But if you don't fall under that last 3 years serious charge guideline, then I would definitely recommend that you apply for DoorDash because again, you can make your money as you want to. In one day, I made like $300 and something. Now, keep in mind, I did work like a 12-hour shift, but that's just kind of a barometer of what you can possibly make if you really take it seriously. Now, if you come out here for like 2 or 3 hours, you can make like 30, 40 bucks too. So just keep that in mind, man. As a felon, if we want to make a little extra side hustle, DoorDash could probably be the way to do it. And one of the main reasons I'm even making this video is because somebody called me and I told them I was DoorDashing. They were like, felons can't DoorDash. And I'm like, apparently we can because I'm DoorDashing. They do the background check and everything like that. And my charge was years ago. So, I mean, obviously that plays a role. Now, obviously, if you're out here unaliving people, then they're probably not going to accept you. I mean, just keep that under consideration too. But if you have like a misdemeanor or a petty charge like that, I don't even think that 2-year guideline falls for you or 3-year guideline or whatever I said earlier. Just go ahead and apply. And to be honest, no matter what your charge is, I would say just go ahead and apply anyway, because the worst that they can say is no. We have to get used to people saying no to us, man, especially when you're a felon, because they're probably going to get it a lot more often than normal people would. And that's the truth, man, because even though society says felons are forgiven when you come home, that's really not true. Once they find out you're a felon, people still look down on you. Even some of your friends will treat you different. So, I mean, it is what it is. But we out here trying to hustle, man. We out here trying to get this money. I know people are out wondering what can they do. This is something that you can do, especially if you've been in prison for a long time. So let's say if you caught your charge in 2000, right? And you came home in 2025. Your charge is 25 years ago when they look it up. So you can apply. Just because you came home from prison 3 days ago, but your charge was in 2000, that means you can still apply. So that means I would go ahead and apply and they will probably accept you because your charge was so long ago. Most places, when they do background checks, they are not looking for when you came home for prison date. They're looking from your actual charge date. So if you've done some time in prison, that's covering the time that you caught your charge. So if you caught your charge 20 years ago, when they do their background check, in their eyes, it's going to be a 20-year background check. Well, okay, he hasn't caught the charge in 20 years. So keep that in mind too, man. But if you was catching charges when you was in prison, those charges might pop up. I'm just letting you know that's the case, because that goes on your overall background too. So, and that all depends on whatever state that you lived in. Obviously, everything's circumstantial. So I just wanted to put it out there that if you are a felon, man, go out there and grind and try this DoorDash stuff, or Uber Eats or Lyft. But I will say DoorDash is the only one that has accepted me so far. I've applied for like Uber Eats. I've applied for Lyft. Uber Eats said that my background check can be rechecked now and I should be good. So I'll probably end up doing that soon again. But yeah, I did get denied for Uber Eats, and then I retried this year and they said, yeah, you can do it. So, but that probably has something to do with me catching a whole another trafficking charge, not trafficking like trafficking stuff, weight or nothing like that, but like an actual trafficking violation charge. So that probably why that held me back. And that was probably right at the cusp of the 4 or 5 year when I applied, or whatever it was. I don't know. But, yeah, man, if you are a felon, if you don't know a hustle out there for you, if you are struggling to make money, if you need, I'm telling you, man, come do this DoorDash stuff. I have a video on my main channel that you can go check out right here. It's how much money I made doing the DoorDash thing. And I'm telling you, man, last week alone was definitely worth it. This week, right now, I'm on track to make $1,000, just depending on what I do today and tonight. But I'm already at like $890 or something like that for the week. So, I mean, when you keep it in mind, you put it in context, you could probably make like $4 grand a month, probably way more, probably a little less, just depends on your hustle. But you can make probably $4,500 a month doing DoorDash. Obviously, you got to weigh your expenses and stuff like that, and we'll talk about that probably in another video. And if you follow the main channel, I do a lot of DoorDash videos now too. But I mean, there's a million side hustles out there for us felons, man, that we can't make any excuses. The worst thing in the world I can't stand is when I meet felons, or like some of my friends have felonies and stuff like that, and they blame the system why they don't have jobs and stuff like that. It's like, nah, you don't have a job because you're just lazy. You go apply, you put in one application, and then think that, oh, that one person denied me, so I can't get a job. That's not how life works. And then sometimes we get real picky about the jobs that we want. Like, some people won't go to McDonald's just because it's McDonald's. McDonald's is paying good nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some people are just picky about the jobs that they will go to. But as a felon, we gave up that right to have a choice how we wanted to live our life when we came home as soon as we committed that crime. So DoorDash is something that I definitely would consider a lot of felons doing, man, because we just get our own free time. Like, we get to do what we want, when we want to do it, on our own pace, make the money that we need to. You might work 4 days a week, grind all day, and then take off 3 days a week. But this is something that you definitely should consider doing some DoorDashing, man. So it is true. If you are a felon, yes, you can DoorDash. Anybody says that you can't, they're a liar. Obviously, everything's up to DoorDash. But if I'm doing it with an armed robbery charge, man, a lot of you should be able to do DoorDashes. I'm just saying. So don't let it stop you from coming out there and getting this money, man, because, I mean, I'm out here making some pretty decent money in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you really want to break it down by like a yearly pay at the rate that I'm going, I should make a minimum $40,000 just doing DoorDash. Now, keep in mind, probably like $7,000 will be expenses and stuff like that if I keep it really in context. So just keep that in mind too. You're going to have some expenses, and you're going to have to pay taxes on the money that you make at the end of the year. So just pay a little bit of your taxes every month. That's just what I will say. And if I need to, I'll do a whole video on that a little bit later on too. But I just wanted to say that if you're a felon, get out there, get on your grind, and get this DoorDash money. I'm actually on shift right now, so I had to do a delivery, and it was really close to my house. I had to go drop that off. I had to come refresh and get me a brand new Coke. Again, I'm just doing what I want to do on my time, man. Got me a Coke, and I got some of Scott's nuts. And I'm about to munch on while I'm doing my dashing. But, man, the job's real easy. I'm literally walking in stores, picking up orders, dropping them off at people's houses. Sometimes I have to wait for a code from the person, but most of the time I'm literally just dropping it at their door, taking a picture, and walking away. The most annoying thing about this job is waiting for the orders at the restaurants. I'm telling you, man. And once you get past that and get a nice strategy down, you're going to make some good money. So if you're a felon, get out there and grind, baby. Start doing this DoorDash thing. Even if you got a job, go out there and do some DoorDashing, man, because you're going to make some extra money. But anyways, that's it for this video. I need to go out there and get the grind on myself, make sure that you bless somebody today, because I need to go out here and hopefully I'm going to get blessed during peak pay, because peak pay is up right now. So your boy got to go. I'll see you in the next video. Bless somebody today. I'm going to bless somebody tomorrow. At this point in time, your boy Tay, I'm out.